Hello, this is Dan, your host. How y'all doing? I'm doing well. I hope everybody's staying safe and staying healthy. Well, today is the final season, Season 4 of Enterprise, Star Trek Enterprise. Let me say this. I was never a Trekkie, so I've never really gone through, I've said this before in the other seasons review, that I was never followed Star Trek episode by episode, you know, show by show. I'm doing that now, thanks to a lot of Trekkie friends that I have on Twitter and here on other YouTubers, part of the Phantom Menace, have helped me figure out which ones to watch in which order. They want me to watch the OT, the original, next, and then I will be going on from there. How did I feel about Season 4 of Enterprise? I think it was fantastic. You see everything finally coming together. They just stopped the weapon from destroying Earth. They got sent back in time to the Nazi age. Nazis were taking over America, blah, blah, blah. Timeline was all fucked up. They had to stop it, and then timeline was fixed, which was good. Which I think was hilarious. They put a fucking whole thing with them getting trapped in the past with a bunch of Nazis. I'm like, whatever. I think the Nazi thing has been overdone so many fucking times. Everybody gets it. They're bad guys. But I get this show is older. Right now, everybody thinks the Nazis are everywhere, which they're not. It's fucking not. Ugh. But yeah, it continues. It has the Mirror Universe. It has a couple episodes where it shows the Mirror Universe, which was pretty crazy, where, you know, human races became the Terran Empire and pretty much enslaved the rest of the universe, and is making them, you know, controls everything. Anyways, but yeah, how did I feel about this? It finally set up the Federation. It really showed how Captain Archer was really responsible for helping grow all the trust between all these different alien races. There's episodes where, you know, they had the Romulans were secretly building a little hidden space, little like what do you call it? A probe controlled from their planet that would mimic any spaceship through hologram, and it would attack different things trying to start a war. Because of that, he was able to bring different races together, hunt down the probe, and destroy it. It really and exposed the Romulans, and it really helped bring trust between, you know, the whole core, this whole air region of space together, which the Romulans did not want. They wanted the opposite. They wanted to destroy, you know, to cause war and cause strife so that they would destabilize so they could spread their empire. So you really get to see the Vulcan, and you get to see the Vulcans' High Council was corrupt and finally taken down. And now Vulcan is becoming who they really were supposed to be instead of a twisted form, because the guy who was in charge of High Command was actually working with the Romulans to cause a massive war between them and a different race. Argonian, I want to say Argonian, but that's Skyrim, so I can't think of their name. Argonian, something like it. It starts with an A. I'm terrible with names. You get to see T'Pol and Tucker's relationship grow. They have a child that was kind of like cloned together for their, you know, this human racist, you know, alienist. I should say alienist, because they weren't really racist against humans. They hated aliens, wanted humanity to become, you know, the only ones on Earth and to control humans' destiny or whatever. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. This was really the start to my really. I know I watched the original trilogy. It's the original Star Trek. You know, I have seen episodes here and there, but I've never really sat down and watched episode after episode and tried to follow the story of how everything got built. And so far, I've really enjoyed it. They've had a couple episodes here and there. I was kind of like, You know, at first I thought the Mirror World was kind of just, they just threw that in just for, you know, whatever. Whatever. You know, it was just, alright. What's funny though is Sato is the one that ended up as Empress. She ended up poisoning Archer, taking over. That was interesting. I didn't see that one coming. What I figured would happen was someone else was going to take over. But yeah. So, I hope you all are staying safe out there, staying healthy. How do I feel about Star Trek Enterprise as a whole? I think it was a very good reboot at the time when it was done. I think there should have been a lot more seasons. I think this deserved to keep going. Maybe show Archer really helping to solidify the Federation as a whole. I think they should have had a whole season where they have this new Federation has to face off with the Romulans. That would have been interesting. The last episode was really good. I really liked it because it had Kirk and Picard's era of Star Trek going back and looking over records of Enterprise as, you know, how to make the right decision. So, you know, I'm not too happy with the new Picard show. I know it really pissed off a lot of Trekkies, and it really destroyed Picard's character. So I really don't. The only problem I have with really watching the original is I don't know how much I hate the new one, what they're going to do to his character. But I'll say this: Star Trek has a possibility of being to be able to fix itself. If CBS decides whenever they fucking get their head out of their ass, CBS All Access, you know, tries to get someone besides fucking Kirkman or whatever his fucking name is to stop writing shit. Pick someone who actually knows Star Trek and bring it back to, you know, what Star Trek was meant to be when it was first created. I think we would have something great on our hands. You know, show the real Picard, not the fake one that they created from the Picard show. You know, bring back the Star Trek universe, which, you know, was destroyed by, you know, Bad Reboot. Well, I'm sorry, Bad Robot. They need to change the name to Bad Reboot, because that's all they do, is they reboot and they shit all over everything they do. I don't know, maybe it's a part of their company or something. Like, everybody who gets hired through Bad Robot, fucking, their whole purpose is to destroy everything that came before them. Because they've done it so far. You know, JJ's fucking ruined Star Wars, started to ruin Star Wars. And, you know, they're the same ones who did all of these sci-fi franchises that have just gone downhill since, you know, they put their little dirty hands into it. So hopefully, with this pandemic though, companies are starting to realize that money counts more than their fucking politics and their progressive bullshit. Hopefully soon we get back to entertaining instead of trying to preach. Because that's what Hollywood's job is to entertain people, not to change our minds or preach to us about what's morally accepted. Because the last people who should be ever talking about that's Hollywood. But yeah. I can't wait to start with the next series. I really, really enjoyed Enterprise and my time watching all 4 seasons. I need to, before I get started the next Star Trek though, I need to get all my other videos done that I want to get done. There is one I will do soon. It covers a cartoon from Netflix that had different shows called combined in the same. It was really good. The Arcadia shows. My kids like that, and I like watching it with my kids. So I'll be doing a review of those. Other than that, I don't have much else to say. If you've never watched Star Trek Enterprise and you've never been a big Star Trek fan, I suggest you try it out. It's on Netflix. If you have Netflix, look it up. It won't hurt you. It won't hurt anything, and it's a good show. And it is really good. Characters are great. You really feel for the characters, and you know there's a little bit of spoilers in this, but you know, Commander Tucker, who is one of my favorite characters, an engineer. I was kind of humored about him, you know, best friend with the captain, you know, since forever. And he finally dies in the last episode, saving the captain's life. He sacrifices himself, and it really hits you, because you really enjoyed his character throughout the entire show. Him, the Doc, I love the Doc. I think he was great. The Denolan Doctor, Phlox, I should say. I really enjoyed his character. T'Pol really grew on me over the ship. First, I thought she was annoying. It's hot, but annoying. But after a while, you really get to, her character really grows. Wow, her character grew through these seasons. It went from, she was logical, heartless almost, like most Vulcans in the show are supposed to be. Just, they think in logic only, which is, you know, the problem I have right now with our world is everybody is too fucking emotional. There has to be a balance between logic and emotion. You can't let one outdick the other. Right now we have, everything has to be emotional. If you are offended because something offends you, then even if it's not logical, the logic should be damned. The feelings are better. You know, fuck science, fuck everything, common sense, because it might offend somebody, which is dumb. I think you need to have feelings, but you also have to need logic to control your feelings so that you don't fucking go over hinge. And right now our world is, God, it literally feels like we're living in a clown world. And hopefully it'll end soon. We'll all get back to being normal fucking humans. And these fucking pieces of crap who are just screaming their heads up on Twitter just get shut up, shut down, and just ignored, because they're like the hippies from the 60s, you know. Go smoke your pot, fuck your ladies, and leave us the fuck alone. We don't care what you want. I just want to see schools get back to educating, you know, truth and actual logic. I want to see entertainment become entertaining, and I want people who want to be screaming their little, just leave them on the side of the road and let them scream. You know, there's just, I want to see the division in this country gone, and hopefully one day we will. Hopefully people will start waking up to both sides and realizing that on both sides of the extreme, they've gone way too extreme, way too crazy. Maybe it's time to rake it back into the middle. And it may be a while. That's why we're here. That's why the Phantom Menace is here, to fight this culture fight, to keep strong. Wanting entertainment to entertain. That's all we ask for. Stop preaching at us. Just entertain us. If it's entertaining, we'll listen. But if it's not, then we're going to reject it every time. That's why Star Wars and Doctor Who and Star Trek and so many others are, you know, going under, is because they're not entertainment anymore. They're more progressive platforms instead of, hey, well, let's just make something that's entertaining for as many people as possible and hopefully make enough money to keep doing it. But, you know. Alright guys, you all stay safe, stay healthy, be good to each other. Thank you for all coming. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Share and like. And let's stay strong, alright? It'll all come back. You know, everything has its time. I hope you all enjoyed. Peace out.